just clued me into some really interesting information here, buddy.
Yeah.
And we started to commentate on it, and then we got bored of shit. We started over.
Yeah.
So I'm hesitant to encourage this information, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there.
Yeah.
Chum for sharks. You gonna be a shark?
Sure. No, I'm just
Gonna be some chum?
Yeah, I'm not a shark. You should know that about me.
No, man.
I'm too nice.
More like a tuna.
Tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice big old tuna.
Salmon.
No, you strike me more as a tuna.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta learn about that.
Salmon are more on purpose. I mean, they eventually kill themselves on purpose.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
They're dedicated to the mission.
Okay.
Tuna's just rolling along, man.
Okay.
Easy going.
Yeah.
Till they get got.
Oh, Yeah.
By a shark or a bigger tuna, or a Goliath grouper or commercial fishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is your biological lesson for today.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
All right. So
you want to throw
breaking news.
Yeah.
Which I'll just go ahead and say, I don't really give a shit.
I'm proud of you for that. The fact that you didn't know this 15 minutes ago is you're a good person for that.
Well, I think what it means is that I'm evolving as a person.
Yeah.
That I didn't know there was rumors.
Because you were aware enough to say, we were talking about, it doesn't matter what the topic was.
Doesn't matter.
A few months ago. You're like,
Right.
Why the fuck do we know about this? Why do I care that this information is now in my brain taking space for no reason? What do I give a shit about this person and that person? Because there's,
loneliness. That's how it gets there.
Yeah, that's good.
Loneliness. So this breaking news, rumors of Jennifer Aniston and Barack Obama. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But you did. You just told me about that. Now I feel like we have to address it.
Yeah. Wild.
But what is the likelihood that it's true? Who started the rumor?
I don't know.
What evidence is there that those two...
Yeah, it's one of those things where they start connecting dots. Barack and Michelle haven't seen together. Something about Jennifer Aniston. There's probably social media posts. She shut down her Instagram. I don't know.
Well, I mean...
I agree.
But wasn't the rumor for so long, and again, this is just in the stupid, the idiot sphere.
Yeah.
The rumor for so long that Barack Obama was gay and Michelle Obama was a man.
Oh, yeah.
Called Big Mike.
They still talk about that.
Dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pick your narrative and go with it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah. So is there anything to this?
I don't know.
Let's investigate.
Yeah. That's investigative podcasting.
Hey, Saviors of the Metaverse.
Why are rumors? Everyone's asking the question, political earthquake.
Is it though?
I don't know.
I feel like Barack's kind of lost a lot of relevancy,
Yeah.
Just do.
No, he's I think he, maybe as of the last couple of weeks.
Right, yeah.
Before that, I don't think so. He's probably calling a lot of shots, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's calling shots within the Democratic Party, which is fairly irrelevant at the moment. Let's be honest.
The heat's on, I guess, is kind of the point. When it starts making the headlines, if you search for Obama, you would probably get other things coming up, not Jennifer Aniston. People say, I didn't have that on my bingo card type of shit. Yeah.
Old people say that.
They do? No, it's young people.
Oh, young people say that?
Yeah.
How many young people are playing bingo?
I think it's millennials, probably. Maybe.
Oh, I
don't know.
Yeah,
we're pretty close to that, but we're not.
No, we're Gen X, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to talk about that. There's been a lot of love out there.
Yeah.
Like a backhanded compliment to all the Gen Xers.
Yeah. I think maybe more the topic is, it's not about Aniston and Obama. It's about the information that you allow into your mind and that you sit with and sip on, because you're going to see it. You've avoided it for so long.
Well, now that we've talked about it, it's going to show up in my feed. I'm not going to search for it.
It's listening on every device, right?
100%.
Just going to drop that shit.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I thought it was people fucking around type of shit. And then you avoid it. You don't even avoid it. You just don't pay attention to it. And then it starts showing up. And then, yeah. Megyn Kelly talks about it. And I don't know how many views her videos get. It's a lot. Yeah. Legacy media is I saw CNN laid off hundreds, or will lay off hundreds of employees. No surprise. But
not at all.
Well, you would think they would be doing better now.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Because they could just go anti. Just the opposite. I don't know.
CNN?
Yeah.
Why would you think they'd be doing better?
Because they have negative shit to talk about now. They don't
but nobody cares what they think.
You go to the New York Times, it is such triggering headlines that
Give me one.
I think
trigger me.
They are like the bartender that's serving the drunk person who they know to be an alcoholic, and they will not stop serving him. So they keep serving him. And then at the end of the night, they give him the keys to their car to tell him to drive home. They are putting headlines in front of people, and they're triggering to a point where they're so angry. There is not a positive statement whatsoever in any of the headlines about Donald Trump and whatever he's doing, regardless if you like him or not. The fact of the matter is people are very upset. And by feeding them more stuff that will make them more upset is not the right way to go about it.
Unless you're trying to make money on ads.
1,000%. But then you have blood on your hands. So when that guy crashes into a telephone pole or to another car, that's the analogy here.
It's good.
Yeah, I like analogies.
Do you have blood on your hands, or did he just, you're just like, look, man, these are your choices. Yeah. I mean, I would hope that a bartender would have enough human compassion.
Cut you off.
Big
I'm
time.
gonna call you an Uber, a Lyft, a taxi, fucking get you a cot in the back of the bar.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. Then you come back. He said, I don't know.
Yeah, no, now apply that analogy to the New York Times. What's the cot in the back of the bar? The New York Times.
I don't know.
Go. Come on. Get on it, man.
Yeah. So here you go. I just want to show this. The rumors, the rumblings about Obama divorce and Jennifer Aniston has 1 million views. It was posted yesterday. I'm just showing you, like, that's a lot of people. Now, I will say YouTube, 30 seconds counts as a view. So people could have watched this shit for 31 seconds and said, fuck that shit.
Here's what could very well be happening. Somebody just made this shit up.
Yeah.
Knew exactly how to get it to go viral. Had enough people in their own ecosystem, because that's really how things go, right? If I'm going to drop this out and you got 100,000 people who are just ready, or they're bots, boom, and it's just retweeting and doing everything else, they can drive that number up.
Oh, yeah.
That would be pretty funny and fucked up, but it would be I think it would be a very interesting social experiment and technological experiment to say, hey, check this out. Here's what's happened. The rumor was actually started by a very small tech company that is embedded with the DNC, tied to one of their think tanks, about the future of technology, artificial intelligence, surveillance, disinformation, misinformation, all their favorites, right? And what they did is they decided, we're going to run this rumor with Barack's permission. They've been setting this whole thing up. They're going to run it and show just how fast they can make misinformation spread, and how much attention and how much engagement that it gets in the shortest amount of time, so that they have proof of concept for a new technology they want to roll out that will determine what is mis or disinformation when they eventually take power again. So they don't really care if it's Republican or Democrat. The surveillance state has a vested interest. And so this is a test run to show just how dangerous and harmful information can be if it's mis or dis or mal. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one.
Those are good.
Those are good, right?
Yeah.
Now we're back in business.
Mal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pan
information. This is pan information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's true and false all at the same time.
You don't know.
So yeah, exactly. Which is why we need somebody to censor information that is harmful.
Who gets to do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's this company.
That's
getting paid to build the technology.
That's podcasts, you think?
Oh, for sure.
This company, the tech company. I thought you meant this company. Saviors of the Metaverse LLC.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
No,
we would be labeled.
But are those people kind of controlling it anyway? Because that's the only way. That's the free speech.
The artificial intelligence, they just say, hey, you know what? We don't even have to have people working this. We're going to let the AI that we've programmed for now run this thing. And then that AI is going to get a mind of its own, quite literally.
Sentient.
Yeah.
Take over.
And then it's going to backfire.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen? Your turn. Take it from there. What's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fucking David Schwimmer and Michelle Obama get together. And that's the new rumor. There's another company fighting on the other side.
I'm really going to have to rethink this whole podcast partnership with you. I tossed you the ball. You dropped it. Everybody's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start again.
Start again.
Go ahead.
Plan set. No, I don't know, man.
That's what I think could happen.
The whole Ryan Holiday book, Trust Me, I'm Lying.
Yeah.
The whole concept was he would go out there and they would have a movie coming out.
Yes.
And they would create
like the anti
events.
Don't do it. This is
draw a swastika because there's a movie about the Holocaust coming up and people would freak out. So they'd go see the movie.
Right.
But it was all fake. They would create protests and the protests would create other protests and everyone would get mad. And then it's like, we got to go see this movie. We got to buy this book, whatever that would be.
Yeah.
It's all that could be it.
I mean,
for
the
sure.
scenario fits the playbook.
They're just playing and everyone else is just, besides whoever listens to this podcast and us, of course, as the host of the podcast, everyone else is a pawn. And there's other podcasts out there.
What they're trying to prove is how easily influenced people are en masse when they spread a rumor that's not true. The big reveal is going to be Jennifer Aniston, Michelle Obama, and Barack Obama coming out on stage talking about, it's like, hey, we just wanted to show you all that, sometimes misinformation and disinformation, well, these things can be harmful. And they're all up there together.
Yeah.
And then the twist is that they weren't having a relationship, but through this working relationship, now Michelle, Jennifer, and Obama are in this polyamorous triad.
Yeah.
And they are in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's the twist.
I like that twist.
Yeah, it's like we didn't come into this.
I was just buying you time to get to that.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. It's like revving the engine.
Yeah, I hope
the engine was cold. Now it's warm.
Yeah, I'm like a setup guy.
Yeah.
That's what I am.
Yeah. It was wrong for me to try and throw it back to you.
I mean, you have impersonated all sorts of people now.
Yeah.
Like you could be on stage.
I could be.
So like this podcast gets you your comedy career.
This could be the launching pad.
Yeah. Just remember us when you get there.
Yeah, this is really good for my ego. Keep going.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I don't know. But so parasocial relationships, right? That type of stuff. That you think you're best friends with that person. Like, and the more you talk, the more people get to listen to you. And they think like, oh, Jared's my friend. So you're curing the loneliness epidemic for yourself, for me, and for your listeners.
Yeah. I really like the way you're framing this.
Yeah.
This is so good. Gosh, I really am valuable.
Yeah.
I'm a valuable person.
Because if imagine it was 5 people.
Just 5?
No, let's just go there.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
5 people.
5 people.
Are like deeply connected to you.
Yeah.
It's like a family.
For sure.
Yeah. And you've never met.
Yeah.
It's good. It's important. And then think about those 5 people. They know people.
Oh my God.
The butterfly effect and the...
Yeah. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
This is intense. Oh, are those mushrooms kicking in yet?
Yeah. That's your line. That could be... Yeah. There's the name of your podcast.
I like this, man. I like this.
I don't think that helps, though.
No, I definitely don't.
I don't think the parasocial... Well, maybe it does. You tell me. This is kind of... Parasocial is like Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to Joe Rogan.
But I don't think Joe's my friend. I mean, I think we could be friends if we worked at it together.
We've talked about this.
We have.
If you listen to every episode he's done.
Yes.
How many does he drop a week? 2?
I have no idea.
Okay. Let's say it's 3 hours, 2 times a week.
Let's say that.
6 hours.
Got it.
And you listen to it start to finish. It's 6 hours a week of Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
For years.
Spending time with Joe Rogan.
That's a lot of time. That's more, on average, people spend less than 5 hours a week talking to their spouse. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's on average. So some people talk like every second of the day.
Yeah.
That's called codependency type stuff.
It's called logorrhea.
I don't know what that is.
I think it has something to do with this, like nonstop talking.
Mm-hmm. Like diarrhea.
Like diarrhea.
Yeah.
Either that
just giggle.
Exactly. Either that is the definition or that was what I wrote down or somebody wrote down as the definition when we were playing. What's the game? Is it Balderdash?
Communication disorder. Series of books called the Logorrhea series. Causes excessive and often incoherent talking or writing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it is. Diarrhea of the mouth.
Yeah. Also known as verbosity. I say it right?
Yeah, I think you did.
I think it's in a Greek and it's great.
Yeah, it's really good. So, okay. So let's backtrack here. So I think we figured this out. We've solved the problem of the rumors of Jennifer Aniston, Barack Obama. This is not a real thing. What this is a true psychological operation. It's a test run to reinforce the idea that we need more surveillance over and more control over the type of news and information that's getting out to the public. But instead of just saying because people are getting misinformation or disinformation, which are kind of these vague things that are often used by those who are pushing out the most mis and disinformation, we need to do something kind of fun, kind of scandalous, just to show you how fast it can spread and how quickly it, people believe it, to where even Megyn Kelly is doing an entire show on it.
Yeah.
Right? And so this tech company, some unnamed tech company, small tech company who just understands how to run this stuff, is tied in with the DNC, probably tied into a think tank at the DNC. And Barack Obama, of course, he runs the DNC, unofficially. He said, listen, we need to make this thing happen. They decided to spread this rumor. Jennifer Aniston's in on it. Michelle's in on it. They play their part. Michelle doesn't show up to the inauguration, doesn't show up to Jimmy Carter's funeral. Ooh, so we're starting to see she's not showing up in public. These are all the things, the breadcrumbs the media's picking up, like, oh my God, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about, If Jennifer Aniston's been seen somewhere, her Instagram account goes down. Oh, ooh, another thing. Why? We don't know why. Well, maybe it's because of this, right? Whole thing spreads in one day. It's like the number 3 most searched thing when you type in Obama's name. And then a month from now, they're up on stage at some event, whatever it might be. The 3 of them come out. Everybody's like, and they go ahead and make this presentation, right? Obama and Aniston were never in a relationship. Michelle was in on it the whole time. They were working closely together. And they show how dangerous misinformation, disinformation can be, how fast it can spread.
Yeah.
This was a test case. It's like, this was kind of fun, but we did just want to remind you how dangerous it can be to our democracy. On the bright side, Barack and Michelle and Jennifer, because of their close working relationship, realized that all 3 of them are in love with each other. And they decide to take the adventure of an open polyamorous relationship. And so now it becomes a real thing. So what started out as a joke, prove a very serious point, turns into a beautiful love story that we all get to celebrate. That's the American dream.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's it.
Polyamory.
Yeah.
That's how this story is going to end up. You just wait and see.
Yeah.
I'm a futurist. I can figure this stuff out.
Yeah. That's good.
Any other scandals you want me to go ahead and put that together?
Yeah, that was good. You could also say like, they're just individual. They're just people. It's a guy and a girl.
People doing people?
No. They're just...
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
But let's go with it.
Just the fact that, I guess that's fame. Fame's weird. That like people actually give a shit about, like, you didn't care. I only came across it because I came across, and then by then it was like millions of stories about this shit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fucking matter. It really does. And these are individuals, and if they decide that they want to be together, then let them fucking be together. Like, why does anyone give a shit? But they're famous. They say things. They do things. Then they've posted things, and it's gone against everything that they've ever said and believed, and people get upset, and people have holded them, like friends with, holy shit, I didn't realize, it was a big show, right? It was like an international phenomenon. Like, people learned to speak English because of that show that lived in another country. I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy. You watched like that docuseries or whatever on it? Yeah, I don't know.
Again, I'm not even familiar with this docuseries.
Is it a documentary? Docuseries would be like multiple episodes. I think it might have been multiple episodes. Yeah. It's just wild. But anyway, so like, that is upsetting to people because they like put their faith into this person and they held them up. But that individual didn't ask for that shit at all.
Well, I mean, he was the president.
No, I'm talking about, or Aniston. I get it.
Oh, I mean, are people really holding her up?
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Friends. She taught him English. She's responsible now, I guess.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
So the crisis is, it's multinational.
Oh, yeah.
This is not just an American.
Borders.
This is not a domestic crisis only.
Oh, of course not. He was the leader of the free world. She was, I don't know what she would be based on what I just told you.
She was the greatest English teacher in the world.
Yeah.
So according to what you're just saying, yeah, man, that could create a scandal.
Yeah.
I don't think we should try and back that up with any information.
Who was it? Nick Bostrom. What is his name?
Yeah, Nick Bostrom.
Yeah. He's that 66% chance. The numbers just went up. Like, it's about a 69% chance that we're living in a simulation.
Yeah. The simulated reality theory is taking hold. Pretty big. Yeah, there's lots of weird stuff going on out there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's endless content.
Yeah. And I can't remember if we talked about this last time, but the whole UAP and drones thing. Did we talk about that last time?
We've talked about it a lot. Yeah.
Right. So that stuff's fallen out of the news, but they haven't fallen out of the sky.
That's good.
You like that?
I do like that.
I was just like throwing some seasoning on it.
That's good.
Just came to me too.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
It's just like all that news and information. It's like, it's just fucking endless.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what the solution is?
Turn it off.
Yep. Play Tetris.
Yeah, but then you're going to get sucked back in because you have forgotten to turn off your notifications. And all of a sudden
I don't do notifications.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes they turn on and then like, how the hell did they get through there?
Yeah, I've wondered that too. Like, when did that happen? Oh, that must have been that latest Apple update.
They say if you play Tetris and you've seen something you didn't want to see, if you play Tetris like within 15 minutes of it, it can't go into your long-term memory.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Or you read something you didn't want to read, or it's like, I don't need that information.
Yeah.
So pretty much just play Tetris 24/7. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good to know.
Anyway, so Tetris. Shout out to Tetris. They have a Tetris movie about how they started it. Russia was involved. It looked pretty, and it comes up under, it's a thriller.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, I didn't know I was going to watch Tetris and be scared.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Nice. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm just kind of having a moment of awareness here. There's so much I don't know about right now that you know about.
Uh-oh.
I feel like since the last episode, I've become more enlightened and disconnected from all the fuckery that's out there. And I don't know, I don't mean to, but I feel a little bit more superior today than normal.
But you can help me.
I can help you.
Yeah.
Because we've established that I'm an inspiration.
Yeah. That's good.
And all it takes is 5 people who want to spend time with me.
That's it.
Yeah. And those 5 turn into 5 more.
And the time they spend with you
is a lot.
But it isn't with you.
It's quality.
Parasocially.
Whatever
that is.
Yeah. Parasitically.
That's bad though. Because if you're just stuck in your room with your best friend Joe and your best friend Jared,
who don't know you, they don't know your best friends.
No. But you're giving them life advice.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be helping them. So it's better than their other friend. It's Joe and Jared and Jimmy. Jimmy's not a good friend.
Yeah.
It's trying to get them on drugs. They want to go like rob convenience stores and shit.
Yeah. But they're too lazy to go get a gun.
Yeah. They just walk in there.
They just walk in. They're like, oh,
and they look badass.
Yeah.
Because they follow Joe and Jared. So they have like strength. They work out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
They know how to use their arms as weapons kind of shit.
Oh, I like it. It's really good.
They got some YouTube channels that they've been keeping up with.
Yeah. They've been learning.
Yeah, they
cool
binge
moves
watch.
And stuff.
What's it? Karate Kid, but not Karate Kid. Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So they got their moves down.
God.
I don't know. But Johnny Lawrence is the guy that'll take on anybody.
Yeah.
So they feel like Johnny doesn't walk around with weapons. Like he walks into a fight sometimes and someone's got a fucking, like, I don't know, a sword. And you're like, fuck, someone's going to die in this scene.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Can we talk about Cobra Kai for a second? I'm really glad you brought this up.
So we're going to shift. That was chapter 1.
Yeah. I don't know about you, man. I mean, the show had so much promise in the beginning and I just really felt like they kept dragging it out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
That's me.
Apology accepted.
Yeah.
Tell you. The one character that, I mean, other than Daniel LaRusso, who's just annoying as shit, always was, he's the worst.
He is the worst.
I mean, like, he's just not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But LaRusso's daughter is super annoying too, and her karate sucks.
It
just sucks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. What's her name?
Oh, shit.
In the show.
We should know that. We shouldn't know it.
I'll tell you this, though. What's great is that her nemesis, who's like her friend, whatever, she's a Nichols. Last name's Nichols.
Yeah. What's her first name?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Last name.
Samantha.
Oh, Samantha
LaRusso.
Yeah. She sucks at karate.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm a karate expert. I'm not. I'm just, I watch it.
Nichols would fucking.
She's badass.
Yeah.
Because she's got a great last name.
You know who's the best karate guy in that movie? Have you seen the first, what is it, season 6 now? There's the first half?
Yeah.
So you've seen the ending of
I
it?
have.
Okay. And we can't spoil alert.
I haven't finished. No,
Okay,
I haven't finished.
So I won't say anything. Sorry. That was almost spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Because it's good. It's worth watching.
Is it really? Okay, good.
But you can't like watch a movie or show like that and expect to be like inspired. But your friend is inspired. Your parasocial guy that you and Joe are training.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get back to Sam LaRusso here. There's no fucking way she would have made it to the semifinals. There's just no way. When she's doing her karate, as an actress, it's like they didn't even try to make it look legit. It just looks silly.
Yeah.
She's got silly moves. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you were out of your league, Sam.
This can't be her.
You're out of your league.
That is her. How old do you think she is? Mary Mouser.
That's her name, who plays Sam?
Mary Maitland Mouser.
Oh, I'd say she's maybe, let's go older, but she looks younger. Say she's 25.
That's not bad. 28.
Yeah, I
didn't expect it.
Yeah. Does she look 28 in that picture? That doesn't even look like her.
Yeah.
Wait, that's her?
That's her.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's her.
No. Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't look 20. I mean, that does not look like her.
Okay.
Hey, but that's Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. You can do whatever you want.
Friends of mine that were actors a long time in Hollywood did clue me in on a secret, and that is that every actor that has their age out there, it's bullshit. They're usually a few years older than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if that's still the case, but it's, because you're acting, you want to look younger or seem younger.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah.
People don't want to bet their money on Joe Flacco.
Jeez.
But they should.
Yeah. That's interesting.
This is great. Let's get back to the fact that she sucks at karate.
Yeah.
At least sucks at the acting out of karate moves.
But Hollywood.
Let's go back to Hollywood.
Netflix.
Yeah.
The shit that they do, they've inspired your parasocial relationships that you don't know about.
I like how we keep This is like ping pong. Go
Yeah.
to my
Because I want to go to my thing. You want to go to your thing. No, but it all connects. It's just like Pong. That was the old school game. Anyway, I don't fucking know.
Pong didn't connect, by the way. Pong
that
just
inspired them to go out there and fight and take on anyone they want to take on.
Yeah, but the problem is
Jimmy it is dangerous, and Jimmy put him in a bad situation. So it's like this yin and yang of you and Joe Rogan trying to take care of this individual.
Like how you're putting me in that
Jimmy's coming in there and he's fucking it up. He's going to the convenience store.
Yeah, because Jimmy's like, he's getting into a fight in the convenience store. He's like, where's the cool music? Where's the fight music? You know? And why did one punch just knock out teeth?
Yeah.
His teeth never get
And
knocked
that's crazy. Because you watch the behind the scenes of a movie or show and there's music playing, but there's not music playing. And they're dancing, but there's nothing to dance to.
Oh, you're talking about West Side Story?
We were watching, my daughter watched Clueless. So we we're trying to find clips of Clueless. So I was like, oh, remember that scene in Clueless? She's like, I don't remember that scene. We went to the scene to watch it and we found it on YouTube and it was just a clip. But it was like the behind the scenes clip. And there are kids in the background at the party are dancing, but there's no music playing because they had to dub in the music later. And to your point, when you show up to the convenience store and you're ready to steal something, fight someone and feel like a badass like Johnny Lawrence, the music's not playing.
I know.
And then your life sucks. And you're like, fuck.
You're like,
and
I was
you're
lied
lonely
to.
again. I was lied to. I need to go back. I need to listen to another episode. And Joe, maybe he's on the road for his next episode.
Do you know what that's called? That's called repercussions of misinformation. Cobra Kai is misinformation.
Yeah.
It's making you think you can go out there and just have a good old raucous time, kicking and flipping and punching and taking.
Yeah.
And then just, like walk away. That's not true because there's no music.
No one's coming back from those injuries.
And you don't know how to do a kickflip anyway. I'm not a kickflip, so that's a skateboard move. You don't know how to do like a spin kick anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fight like Sam LaRusso, which means you'll get your ass beat every time. That's what I'm saying, Sam. And, no offense, but of course, offense intended. You should have never made it to the semifinals. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that is misinformation. That's telling a story like, hey, you can be shitty at fighting and make it all the way to the world championships.
Yeah. What's that teaching our kids?
It's like it's a perversion of like the wonderful story we tell our kids as Americans. Like, hey, it doesn't matter what color you are, what your gender is, what your ideology is, your religion. One day you could be president. And then what they're trying to do is put that into Cobra Kai. And they're like, hey, it doesn't matter if you suck ass at fighting. If you work really hard and your dad is the coach, you can make it all the way to the semifinals.
Yeah.
And still win matches, even though your fighting technique is bullshit. And nobody believes that somebody who's that slow would actually get a hit or a point on anybody.
Yeah.
That's called misinformation.
Yeah. I just picture Sam, Mary, sitting with us in this studio.
I bet she'd say the same thing because I would hope she has the self-awareness to go, yeah, you're right. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't give a shit about karate, but,
And she got worse at karate.
She did. She gets worse. I don't know. What's the deal? But you know who doesn't get worse?
Yeah, Johnny.
Nichols.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't get worse.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
I don't remember
That's
her name.
so good, though. See, I think that's power. Not knowing the information that doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
I
Because
still want to know her
that's
name.
just her last name. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to know her name. She's been in a lot of shows. She was in some Disney shit.
Hey, you know what? Another great female character from Apple's show, Silo.
So easy, too.
Her last name's Nichols.
Who's
Juliet
that?
Nichols.
Doing what?
It's Silo.
I don't know that.
She's like the main focal point. I'm just saying, a lot of Nichols, man. A lot of good Nichols out there.
Tori Nichols.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whatever.
So whatever.
Yeah.
Peyton List.
Oh, that's her real name?
Yeah.
Well, don't destroy the mythology here. Let's keep it at Nichols.
Nichols. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And LaRusso. Anyway.
So glad we covered all that.
But that was all about parasocial relationships.
That was all about misinformation.
Well, yeah. It was about both of
It's
them.
about both of them.
And then you put them together, you remix that shit.
Yeah. And then you have Saviors of the Metaverse.
Exactly.
Boom.
Exactly.
Well, we could call it quits there and have the greatest podcast episode ever.
Yeah.
But we're not going to.
No.
You know why? Because we don't quit.
That's one remix. And we go to the next one. I don't know. I feel like I was lied to
By who?
by everybody.
Really? I mean, be more specific.
They say you go to bed at night, sleeping. It's become this hack. You have to here's what you do to sleep. Turn the lights off in your house 3 hours before bedtime. Don't touch water. Don't look at water.
What?
Yeah. Definitely don't eat sugar.
You know how many times I got to pee last night? Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
3 times.
3 times.
I didn't even drink water before bed.
Yeah. Okay. So it's okay.
I think it was my body getting rid of just some negative spiritual energy.
It's all right. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique.
Are you not hearing this knowledge that I'm
I
talking?
don't. So the point is, like, don't look at your phones. Don't even look at a screen. I'm like, okay, this is stupid. I'm like, is that really true? Because I want to know what the studies are saying. So while I'm lying down, I'm researching the shit.
Yeah.
Blue light, how bad is it? And what does it have to be set at? Because these phones now self-dim. You can turn on the black. And like, what if you just want to read on your Kindle?
Yeah, I know.
So a lot of the studies, they went extreme with it. Massive blue lights, right? Massive light come in your eyes. Go to bed and they test their sleeping. So you try to put your glasses that prevent blue light.
I believe blue light is what's caused me to have to get these glasses.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about if you're reading triggering information?
Well,
You're like, you get the Obama-Aniston shit, which somehow makes you upset.
Yeah.
But then they're like, it's not that. It's the light coming from your phone that's to blame.
Yeah.
You should sue Apple.
For sure.
Samsung. Google.
Because that story about Jennifer Aniston and Obama isn't even true.
Yeah, but it's triggered you so much, but they're not. No, it's not them. It's the blue light.
But I don't see how the blue light is tied to that.
Because the blue light doesn't keep you up at night. I think it's fucking bullshit. I think it isn't if it's like extreme.
I
So,
fail
like,
to
the
see
study,
right now
I don't
how the
know.
story headline and blue light mix. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying dive deep, man.
Yeah.
Dive deep. Don't get lazy and assume that I know. I don't know.
Okay. You're lying in bed. You're on your phone.
I am.
Just because your phone's on, now you're not going to have a good night's sleep. Your circadian rhythm's off.
This is America.
I think the studies were done. No, I know it's America.
Oh,
But I
sorry.
think the studies were done at extreme examples. It's like, if you eat this, you'll put on weight. Perhaps.
Yeah.
How much of it do you need to eat? I don't know what this is for it to actually make a difference.
Yeah.
Right? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. We're like,
Lard. How much lard do you have to eat? Like straight out of the tub.
that's right. So I just feel like blue light's not as bad as they say it is.
And that's your feeling. And you're entitled to your feeling.
No, I think it's more about the information or whatever it is you're consuming before bed. Because what if you read a thriller novel on a paperback book with a dimmer, but it gets your heart going because your brain can't tell the difference and it thinks you're fucking in whatever you're in the dark tunnel, the bear chasing you, trying to get out of that shit. And then you just close the book. I'm going to go to bed now. No, you're not. Because that fucking bear is coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
That's pretty cool that our brains work like that. But anyway, or you could play Tetris
You could play Tetris.
before bed with your blue light and you'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we were lied to. I think, here's what I think it is. If you're out there and you're doing well, right? You have a podcast.
Yeah.
You got a friend.
I got a friend who lets me get on his podcast.
So then you learn about people who have more friends.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, I don't have enough friends. I'm not good enough.
Right.
I don't read enough.
Right.
I don't work out enough.
I don't
I
believe
don't eat
myself.
healthy enough. I don't drink enough water. My hydration's off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get enough sunlight every day.
Not even.
I don't work hard enough.
I might be a vampire.
All that stuff
Yeah.
makes you think that you're just not good enough. You're not perfect. So we chase perfection because every time you could be doing everything so well, top 90, 95% in the world at whatever that little thing is.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the gym every day. You take a walk every day. You eat healthy. You get some vegetables.
You've got regular bowel movements
It's
every day.
not right, but it's not good enough
Not at all.
because social media, internet, there's all these hacks out there and you're just not doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's lying to people. And I think that's creating anxiety. I think it's creating not I'll say depression, but like to the verge of it.
But how much of that is still as influential as it used to be? This is a serious question.
I think it might be more so.
Well, yeah, maybe. Again, my view of it is, and I always have to step back. It's not a bragging thing. I mean, just in my work alone and what I've been trying to do is to really be able to spot how all these things operate and work. I know we fuck around and bullshit a lot on the show here, but the reality is understanding narratives, how they're, how to get down to the bottom of them, not make everything a conspiracy, although that is fun. But, like I'm fully aware of the stuff that comes across my feed. It's just like, oh yeah, I see what angle they're taking, So I know it's designed.
It's
like
critical
it's trying
thinking.
to, it's just critical thinking, knowing how to make sense of that stuff. So my opinion is always skewed because I assume most people have finally gotten to that point where they realize, oh yeah, because there's enough of it out there telling you, hey, this bullshit, they're trying to manipulate you, put you in one camp or another. And again, I've got such a small sample size because it's me. That's a small sample size. But my assumption or my hope, maybe that's what it is. My hope is that people are waking up to this. I mean, it doesn't mean they stop watching it. It just means maybe they're a little bit more like, yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
There are people that do that. And I think there's some awareness to it. But I think you can also get caught up in it.
Of course.
Because you're trying to, there's a hack. How do I hack my mental health? How do I hack my mental fitness? How do I hack my hydration? How do I hack taking my dog outside?
Oh, for sure.
It's everything. And then I think it has a way of making people feel like they're not doing enough.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing great. And I just want Jimmy to know.
Yeah.
Just because you fucked up a few times, going to that convenience store with your friend.
Yeah. Getting your ass beat by the guy behind the counter.
Yeah.
Because,
but he got out of there.
Yeah. Because he let you out. You know why? Because the guy behind the counter, he's Gen X.
Yeah.
He'll beat the shit out of you. He's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
He just wants to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. It's like Batman.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't want to kill you.
Batman doesn't want to kill you. But if he kills you, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like he threw you down and then the car hit you and then you died.
You just had soft skull syndrome, and your head hit the pavement. It's like, boom, out, gone.
I think there's a lot. Pay attention to that. Let me know. Think about it.
No. Okay. Thought about it.
Help people. Yeah. Did it.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
so much bandwidth.
Yeah.
Like that.
I get it. In and out. I appreciate that.
I'm starting to think that maybe Saviors of the Metaverse needs to get more in the self-help space. I really do. I think we need to.
I think the fiction space is better.
Well, I think
because you make shit up. It doesn't matter.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
We can make shit up in the self-help space here.
I asked an author. He actually runs a publishing company. I'm not dropping shit. I'm just giving back context of like why. As I asked, like, what kind of books do you think? Not what books would sell. What do we need? Because a lot of books being created, almost too much. Now AI is writing books. Like, fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah.
He's like, he wants to take, what is the author? What are they known for? What not known for? Like, what inspires them? What gets them excited? But it's like, but he's like, I'm going to answer your question. We need more utopian science fiction. We definitely need more science fiction.
Sure.
But not like this dystopian, all this kind of stuff.
I like it, miss and dis.
I like that. I think that's a good answer. I think it's a good thought because the future, big word.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, it is a big word.
Yeah. It means a lot. You can take it a lot of directions. But I think that's a good place because I think fiction, it's a good place to be.
Yeah. Well, we're living in a fiction.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what makes life fun. We don't know, but we're probably living in a simulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what's happening.
That's good.
I'm already thinking I'm going to write my stories about Kamala Harris's future. I think it's going to be awesome. My goal would be to write this great, awesome story about her weed farm and podcast and that she's actually a secret comedian. She's great, actually becomes relevant again, shocks the world. And my hope would be that she would see that and go, you know what? I believe in myself again.
You're taking a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
What does the negativity do?
Negativity doesn't do anything. It just makes you look like an ass.
But you just be so upset. I just don't like her and whatever. Like, who cares?
Come on.
She's just a person.
I mean, she sucked as a politician.
But whatever.
But I think she's a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's most people are real people.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself in a new context, reinvention.
Yeah.
That's what I think needs to happen for her. The question is, will she seize the opportunity? Because the opportunity has presented itself. I've put it out there in the universe. I've given her the path. Here's what you need to do. Follow me. But don't follow me. But follow me. I will show you the way. And then you own it from there.
I think this podcast has helped you see the fiction.
Oh, yes.
And unlock stories that were just there.
Correct.
And only you could come up with.
Well,
AI couldn't come up with this. AI can come up with some crazy shit. I will give it credit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, come from a human. Just
it's because AI doesn't have a soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Not yet.
Unless I am the AI. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Eric. I'm so much better than AI. And I think it's important that humans realize that I'm better than AI. I can't speak for the rest of humanity.
Who's your favorite LLM right now? You have a favorite friend?
Well, I mean, Perplexity is my go-to.
Perplexity is now.
Yeah.
What about its twin or cousin, Claude?
Claude's just
Claude's fucking great.
Yeah, Claude's great.
You weren't going to say that. Claude's just, it's great.
Well, I'm saying it's like it's not a twin. I mean,
they're very agreeable.
They have two different functions. Perplexity's like the research-based.
Yeah. And it's pulling more sources now.
I know.
It used to be like 8 sources. Now it's like hundreds.
I know. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But I don't know if it's as good as it was.
I think so.
Because they all have search now.
Yeah. I mean, they led the way in that. But I do like is that you have access to all the other stuff when you've got the pro version. So GPT-4o, which it's funny how it just seems to go through seasons. Sometimes I get better outputs for content development or if I'm trying to organize ideas. Claude seems like it's following my instructions better.
Yeah.
But as of late, GPT-4o in Perplexity has been blowing it away.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is much better output.
Yeah. I'm asking it about the Aniston and Obama affair.
Oh, yeah.
And it's refusing to answer it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it might be the Wi-Fi, but
Okay.
they just shut down. It's just sitting there. I want to see how many. I just didn't care. See how many sources it pulls.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We should do this.
Oh, it did it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
7, not a lot. It's like 11 sources.
Okay.
Rumors. Yeah. Speculation.
Mhm.
They're just dropping words in here.
Yep.
No credible evidence. So
Yeah.
people are looking for that credible evidence right now. It's crazy. There was a football game, that Eagles Packers.
Mhm.
You see that? Again, if you didn't see it, this is great.
I did not.
The Eagles fan is just chastising this woman in front and yelling
I
at.
heard about it.
Okay, so he's yelling at the husband and calling her whatever he calls her. This is terrible shit.
Yeah.
So the guy's filming it, or someone's filming it the whole time.
Of course.
The internet takes over, finds him, finds his company. His boss finds out about it. The guy gets fired. But the internet just like, it's your turn, X. Go find this guy. And it's just crazy. And he has a daughter.
Right.
It's just crazy. But like,
he had a bad moment.
but I don't know. I mean, maybe that was pretty bad. But
I don't know, man.
it's the fact that like you can put anything out there and they will find that shit.
The internet loves to find the worst in humanity and then blow it up.
Mhm.
And it's like, it starts to, what it does over time is it makes you think, yeah, people suck. Yeah, some people do.
That's why a utopian science fiction doesn't work.
Yeah, there actually is. I did watch a show recently on, I think it was AMC or it was MGM. I can't remember. It was one of those, one of those add-ons you get in Prime. And I think it was called The World Survives or The World Earth Abides, something like that.
Mhm.
And anyway, you're waiting for, as I was watching it, you're waiting. It's a dystopian. Well, you think it's a future, like, hey, things have collapsed. There was a massive pandemic that just burned through the.
Yeah.
But some people were naturally immune, others weren't. That's the setup, right? That's what wipes out society. And then people find each other and they're building community. And you're just waiting for like the Walking Dead type scenario, like a Negan to come in, which, by the way, greatest character in that show forever. I mean, yeah. So they did such a good job. I mean, Walking Dead obviously was very dystopian. But then with this one here, you're almost waiting constantly. Like, I'm waiting for this to really go dark, and it never does. And you're like, wow, that's kind of refreshing.
That's good. Yeah.
Because I do think that is a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. Happy shit.
Yeah, well, if people are needing to survive, they're going to lean on each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what does it take for people to really flip their shit and start, definitely there are bad actors and people who are going to take advantage of situations. And I think that's maybe even more likely now because that's what's been, imprinted on the minds of so many people. Like, hey, man, when shit goes bad, it's every man, woman for themselves.
Yeah.
So here's my problem with utopian futures is that we don't really want a utopian future. Utopian futures where everything is great.
Yeah.
Humans need the balance. We need the good. We need the bad. We need the struggle. We need something. That's just why, like, kids, and they have shown this. I mean, what's his face? Jonathan Haidt did this with the anxious generation, the coddling of the American mind. Studies have shown this. When kids are overmanaged from a young age all the way up through college, like, they don't have that resilience. They break easy.
Yeah.
Kids, human beings are going to rebel against that overprotectedness at some point in time. It's just in our DNA. We grow by overcoming obstacles, Yeah. So I give my kids a shitload of obstacles. Like, sometimes I won't even feed them. I'm like, fend for yourself. And they're like, yeah, but Dad, you locked all the pantry. And I'm like, yeah, figure it out. Try and jimmy that lock. You know what I mean? Go get that lock pick set that I bought for you. But Dad, I never, that's your problem. You're going to be hungry. Overcoming obstacles. Growth through adversity.
That's good.
That's
homeschooling.
That's homeschool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I throw lots of obstacles. They figure it out. You know what? My kids are resilient. Or, well, they will be.
They'll get there.
They'll get there.
As long as they don't starve.
Well, they'll starve and never hurt anybody.
No, it didn't. Yeah, we can survive. It's like a week.
Off food? Oh, more than a week. It's water. You can't go long periods without. But food, for sure.
I got water right here, buddy. What do you got? Some coffee?
Yeah, it's some, little bit of coffee.
Coffee bean tea leaf. I don't think that's a company. I think that's just
one of the cups that was in plastic.
Those are just words. It's not a brand.
It's just words.
I want a brand. Like Yeti.
Yeah. Or Kirkland.
Yeah, everything's got a brand. What is that? I don't know. Gator Frameworks? I don't know. Must be good. Apple? Papermate? Is this Papermate too?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, Sharpie. They could all, any one of them at any moment can call us up and be like, we'll sponsor this shit.
But they won't.
Why?
I don't know why. I was trying to come up with the reason why, but they will.
We could go political.
I like this idea of us getting more into the self-help space. I think we need to talk about manifestation.
Okay.
Have you read The Secret? Here's one of Oprah's top 10 books. I don't know, maybe her top 5.
Okay.
And if Oprah read it, it's that The Secret.
Yeah.
It's all about, it's like manifesting. I'm going to manifest this mansion.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So if you just manifest.
You just manifest and all over
this
the place.
This podcast is going to go top of the charts type of thing.
Yeah.
Say it.
The whole vision board. I'm going to put it on a vision board. Hey, look, I'm being sarcastic. There is something, it's like when you put your focus and intention on something, yes, things do happen.
1,000%.
But it's more fun right now just to go ahead and make fun of it.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm certain that our friendship is a manifestation on my part.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine.
Definitely wasn't.
No.
You didn't want this.
Yeah.
I did. Here we are.
Very aggressive.
It was an aggressive manifestation.
You pull back a lot.
Yeah, but that's part of
That's a power move.
It's an unintentional power move.
Okay.
Because I've manifested just organic power. So sometimes it just happens. I'm not even doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
But it's almost like something inside of me is saying, if you want to maintain the dominance in this relationship with Eric, who doesn't really want to be in this, you must manifest this element of your power. And I'm not even actively involved. It's just happening subconsciously.
Yeah.
So I pull back to make you hungry.
Yeah.
For something you're not even enjoying. And that is the secret. The real secret.
That's it.
That's the secret.
Did you read it?
It's a short book. I've read it.
Really?
It's like, oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't read it and go, oh my God, now I've got it figured out. I didn't really feel like I had the secret. I feel like if it's really a secret, it stays a secret. Yeah, it was fine. It's one of those things that in the new age world, people jump on it and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to manifest this mansion. I'm going to manifest this job promotion. There's something to it, but it's not like you just think about it and it happens. But I do think that, on a serious note, you can certainly, your energy, your thoughts, they've been shown to actually like influence outcomes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't serve our faux self-help podcast focus now that we're going to take, because that is where we are going.
That is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see you over there yawning, sucking it in.
I get it. I got a little tired there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Coffee's gone.
I
got some water though, so that'll survive.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah. Because this is like, we're 45, 50 minutes in, but we're really not. Because we started 18 minutes before that. Then before that, we had the whole technical thing. We didn't have a technical glitch. We were just trying to figure shit out.
We were.
Which is overcoming. And resilience.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like a puzzle.
It is kind of like a puzzle, but it's a puzzle that all of a sudden you realize like, oh, this puzzle, it doesn't actually have pictures on it. It's just a bunch of cardboard.
Yeah. But you watch some YouTube videos.
No, then all of a sudden
you made some new people. I saw that person. I feel like he was talking to me.
God, he was giving you all kinds of information you didn't ask for.
I didn't. No, the other one. It was a woman that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to sell me product.
I know. It's like, we recommend this. We recommend that. It's like, seriously, stop.
Yeah.
Just tell me what I need to know.
Yeah. But that's what I think AI can do.
Yeah.
Create me a YouTube style video where you tell me these things and I want this person talking to me. I want to be sitting on the beach doing whatever.
Yeah. And
they'll do it. They'll just create it for you. Like you see that shit, we're like, AI is doing everything that you would ever think you needed to do. So what are you supposed to learn anymore? Arts, creativity, communication. This is your wheelhouse.
This is it.
I'll let you cook.
AI is going to take care of all the intellectual work, no doubt, which is going to allow us to evolve on a spiritual level. Because we're not devoting so much time and energy to intellectual pursuits. We're tapping into the soul, tapping into that spiritual side. I'm starting to move objects with my hand.
People don't want to do that shit though.
People definitely want to move objects with their hand and with their mind. And by moving objects with their hand, I'm not talking about like physically grabbing, because that was a stupid thing for me to say.
Yeah.
Because we can all do that right now.
No, but you're trying to some Superman type shit.
For sure.
Okay.
Just do it with my mind. Boop. Thing moves. Okay. I got orbs that come over my house, bro. I'm just saying. I'm already halfway there.
That's good.
They show up.
Clip the fuck out of that.
I bet.
Put that shit on TikTok before it gets taken down again.
Oh, yeah.
Watch that fucker cook. And Savers is good. And then all the self-help shit comes to us. We're like, that fucking guy.
I need to
that guy.
give some self-help advice.
It's got me.
Yeah.
But no, okay. For real though, AI can write for you.
Yes.
Do your accounting.
For sure.
Can fucking, I was going to say cook, would it give you the recipes and all that shit? But
can't cook.
Can't cook. Robot could cook. So if AI could teach the robot to cook, that could definitely fucking cook.
I see it to believe it.
Okay. Either way, that'll happen.
They could attempt.
I get fucking arms and done.
Yeah,
Fuck.
robots have arms. They have to have arms.
Robots good too.
Robots, yeah.
Fuck.
That's a great point.
That'd be fucking crazy.
What were you going to say?
That was Batman. That's the second reference to bats in this episode. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't matter. So like...
No. Pause. That's the first reference to bats. You've been referencing a man who thinks he's a bat or half bat. That's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're clear on that.
Keats.
Yeah.
Yes, that's old
Michael Keats.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's my fave. Go ahead.
He is. Over Bale?
Bale's a dick.
Is he a dick because he's British?
No, just because I've heard rumors that he's a dick, and so I'm going to believe the rumors because I am a victim of misinformation or malinformation, because then it makes me not like him.
Pan info. I don't know.
Pan information.
Yeah. No, it's pan info. It's just short. But anyway, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
So, okay. What do you study if you're thinking about that for anybody?
Wait, what do you study if you're thinking about what?
Like AI. AI is going to do everything for you. Legal, accounting, writing, engineering. Fucking what do you need? Code, like the top engineers who are creating the AI, that's important. What about the coders?
Yeah, you don't need coders.
You don't need coders.
AI can already code itself.
I think it helps.
For sure.
It certainly helps if you could be the person that does it. Like I think that if you're a good writer and you had AI writing, you can help it write better or write with you or be a companion. Not a companion in that way, companion, like a writing companion.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? So I think there's obviously different stages.
Oh, for sure.
It's not like, oh, well, as soon as AI can write for you or code for you, that all of a sudden coders and writers go away.
Right.
First of all, to know whether or not the AI is creating a quality piece of content, whether it's written or code or anything like that, you have to know what good writing looks like or what good code looks like. Or you have to have that certain level of expertise or experience to say, this is good, this is not good. Because if you don't have it, then you're putting stuff out there that's maybe just dog shit, but you're like, well, it wrote and it's out there. So there's a certain level of human, well, a big level of, because something's going to be deemed good based on, what humans believe is good. There's several layers to that, but, my philosophy on AI stuff is always human first, human last. Yeah, it's great at helping you organize ideas right now. I've tried to get it to write in my voice, but I never like it. Like, even if it is really close and it's better than what I might write, they're still like, yeah, but it just doesn't feel like me. And that's more of I want to have a sense of ownership.
I get it.
Yeah. So I don't put out stuff that's written by AI.
Right. But that's your creative side of it.
Yeah. And that's what's holding me back. My creativity holds me back.
But that's the thing that you will be doing. You will be writing as you.
Yes.
And it'll do everything else. So if you write as you, and that's your blog, let's say, and that blog does these things and supports people out there and self-help type shit, right? Jimmy's gotten off the mat. He's doing
I love
shit.
how you brought that back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jimmy's good.
Jimmy's great.
If you just caught this clip at the end, you're like, fuck's Jimmy. Jimmy's
got to go back to the beginning and listen.
Yeah, you do.
Don't tell them who it is. Now they have no incentive to go back and listen to the beginning of the podcast.
No, they do, because they got to figure out the Cobra Kai connection and all that.
Oh my God. There you go. Drop that in there.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like the creativity is what you do. It's the shit around it. Is that what the AI can do for you?
Yeah.
Like post it, share it on social media, engage with the company. That's that type of shit. That's on a very basic level. Now you have a business. So you got legal, you have accounting, you have software.
Yeah.
HR, hiring, all that shit can be done by the fucking AI. Like people are like, we don't need more attorneys. We need less attorneys because the AI is fucking doing it better. It would take hours to craft those documents.
Yes, but what makes a really good attorney? Like trial attorney.
Oh, well, that's,
persuasion.
Okay.
AI can't do that.
I get it. But that's a trial attorney. So then you focus on that.
There we go. So we say, hey, all you real estate attorneys who are just sitting there signing documents.
Fuck.
Boom.
What?
You're going to have to become a trial attorney.
Throw on a $900 fee for doing fucking nothing because I had to come sit in your office.
Give me some rocket lawyer.
Yeah.
Right now.
Try to explain to me the numbers that you don't even fucking understand and guaranteed you fucking took some shit off the top.
Probably.
Class action lawsuit.
Oh, man.
Call me up.
Getting dark. Yeah, a little personal experience here.
I don't know. They're in bed with the builder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that type of shit.
Just like Obama.
And then they're leaving Google reviews for one another. And you go to Google.
Dude.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
So true.
Seriously. The mortgage broker, the fucking attorney, they're the ones leaving the review for the builder. And the builders, come on.
Yeah,
like,
it's happening.
It's obvious.
Yeah. And then just all the
But
bots.
they got 5-star reviews. No, they don't.
Mm-mm. That's why I always say, how many reviews?
Yeah.
You got to even watch those, especially on Amazon. It's like you have 9,000 reviews and you start digging through. You're like trying to review some, like a TV. All of a sudden you realize like the majority of reviews in here are for a cereal.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't?
No, that's
it
cool.
happens. Yeah.
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 That's cool.
Dive in. Trust no one.
I don't.
Good.
I don't trust you right now. But
You
it's all
shouldn't.
good. Yeah.
I don't trust me either.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up it's gotten.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what I tell myself in my head to myself is not true. I think it's misinformation or it's malinformation. It's true.
Yeah.
But it's not doing me any good.
So you're talking about writing, the AI.
Let's do that.
What do you study? I don't care if you're going to college next year, if you are going, if you're in a career. No. Why you got to stop me?
Yeah, because study is all based on old paradigm.
I know it is, but that's my point. Okay, so go forward from there.
I should put my smart glasses on for that.
What does that mean? Don't go to college? Fuck that. Like, what are you going to do? That's the answer?
Yeah, well, okay. Tell me.
No.
What is the ROI?
Fuck that.
Of college right now?
Connection, growing up.
Yeah, but okay, so the connection side of things.
You don't know what the fuck you want to do?
Yeah, so
try
go to college,
something different.
Walk out with,
I get it. But what if you don't have a ton of debt? So people are like, talk about the debt in college. Let's just say you have tuition, room and board, which could be an apartment or dorm, fucking eat. So the living and the eating and the books, you're fucking doing that shit anyway. So that cost in college, you're paying for an apartment or some shit. You can live at home, I get it. But like, if you're going to grow up, you can do those things. You do those things without college. So the real thing you're paying for is the tuition to go to school, in my opinion. So if you go on vacation, I get it. You might eat out more than you would eat at home, but you're eating anyway. What you're paying for is your travel and where that's different because you're living, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So what's your point? You're saying that the real cost is
a tuition. So let's just say, because you're about to say, how much debt did you go into? Fair enough. But let's say you don't go to a lot of debt.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, look, in that case, then say, okay, then it's a good experience.
But what do you study is what I'm saying. What would be, because like engineering is the big hot one.
Yeah. So I think engineering is still, that's something where you can say you should
very
definitely.
Competitive.
Yep. Hard to do.
A lot of math. People are not happy with it.
To do that.
Yeah.
I suck.
Yeah, it's not about you.
It's not about me.
Fuck.
This is not about me.
Yeah.
That's the great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's happening right now.
About others. Jimmy.
Sure.
High school students, college, your kids. We're talking about your kids.
Oh, my kids are definitely not going to college.
Wow. Okay, cool.
They're just not smart enough for it. No, college is designed for good test taking. So until college has
But they're not going to college because you don't think that's the right idea.
No, they probably go to college. They may, join the service before that.
Okay, cool.
Here's the thing, man. Most people, this is what I like Europe does this, the whole gap year. I think it is a good thing.
They all come fucking here to go to college. Sorry, I just interrupted you again.
No, it's okay, but that's how we roll.
Yeah.
That's what makes this relationship work.
Yeah. They all want to come here because their college system isn't as good. They would say, why the hell would I go to school there?
I don't know about that.
A lot of them come here.
I'll tell you what.
I know a lot of them go there too. I get it.
I lived in Oxford.
But
I didn't go to school there because I'm a dum-dum.
Okay.
But my wife did. And I just worked illegally in a bike shop and it was great.
Yeah. I don't know what we're getting at.
I don't either, but it's great, isn't it?
No, it's good. No, I'm not hating on your personal story.
You're wanting to know, because of AI, if it can do all this stuff, what do you study? Like, what's the future job market?
Yeah.
Well, this is all, so the whole thing on what you study and going to college, that's if you buy into the idea that you still need to go to college in order to get a grade to get a good job. But I mean, for decades now, what you studied in school, apart from maybe just a handful of very specific fields like engineering, what you studied in school didn't matter, didn't really apply to your job. The whole thing, remember what we were told? I mean, again, we're, Gen Xers, young Gen Xers.
Yeah.
The whole thing was like, hey, it doesn't matter what you major in. You just get your 4-year degree, and that shows an employer that you can finish the job.
Right.
I mean.
So it doesn't matter. Study English.
Yeah. Dude, I got a degree in history and English creative writing.
Yeah.
And I'm on Saviors of the Metaverse.
Do you know Chris Sacca?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know. I'm going to play this.
Okay.
Turn it loud. It's not that long.
I think other than most computer science, the highest level of computer science, almost all of the rest of coding is fucking useless. You and I can go to ChatGPT and be like, I want to build an app that does this, this, and this, and give me the code, and it spits out the code. And then I've literally said, hey, by the way, I haven't coded since basic. What do I do with this? And it's like, oh, no problem. Go here, download this, open this Python thing, and then shove it in here, and then do this. And it just talks you through it. And now it'll be agentic, and an agent's going to do all that for you. You just don't need to fucking do it anymore. Would you send your kid to law school right now?
No, definitely not.
We have fewer lawyers at our firm now than we did a year ago. It's just fucking great. I can tell it, hey, you know what? Great job. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Hey, you know what? I forgot to tell you, we have all the leverage. Oh, in this case, actually do this. Hey, add this. Hey, write out the Exhibit A schedule of services, which usually takes a couple hours. It's just so fucking good. Would you teach your kid accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, bookkeeping right now? Would you have your kids write marketing copy? Would you train them to write any news other than writing for the very top newspapers?
No, probably not.
Dude, go down the list of fucking skills, man.
So what's left?
Here's my grand theory. We are super fucked.
That's good, right?
No, I love it, man. I do.
Yeah.
But there is still a level of, to recognize something is good, you have to have some knowledge of it. That doesn't require a college degree. AI, so if we just break this down to basics, AI is a tool to be used towards an end goal objective. So the most important thing that you need to study or need to learn is starting at the end. Just always start at the end. What is it I'm trying to accomplish? Why am I putting my energy and effort towards this thing? The entire education system was built around the Industrial Revolution. You need to be on the factory line, right? Putting this widget to that, boom, send it down. So what you were learning in school, this is why the American education system is, you're learning a little bit about a lot of stuff, a lot of it. And you're testing. And you're basically being trained to take tests, follow orders, put these things in. It's all about, your values and your input. Did you go through all 6 steps? Well, I got to the end result in 3. Yeah, but you forgot the last 3 steps. Yeah, but I came to the same result. Well, I'm sorry, that's still an F. So you're not incentivized for the end goal objective. So you're being taught that your real value is in all the steps in the input. Did you follow the instructions? Did you do everything you were told? Oh, no, you didn't do this one quite right. Well, if I didn't do it quite right, did it take me off, the mission, off the objective? And if the answer is no, then so the fuck what? It's like, great. Okay. You did this a little bit wrong, but you still got to the right place. Good job. How much better it would be if we told our kids, look, here's the end goal objective. You need to arrive at this place or you need to solve for this. Go. Don't tell them how to do it. Give them what they need to know to get started. But as long as it doesn't come down to, so first you got to figure out how to cheat and swindle to get there, the obvious things that have, ethical concerns.
Right.
But just say, hey, look, go solve this problem. So what we're doing now is we're giving you an opportunity to get creative. Put that to the test. Guarantee you a lot of these kids are like A students and know how to test really well. They would fucking fail. Only because their brains aren't wired for creative problem solving. I'm not saying every kid out there has creative problem solving abilities. It's usually the ADD kids, right? But they don't fit so well into that system that is preparing you for college, which has little to no relevance compared to the amount of debt that you take on. I'm just saying, I don't think we're totally fucked. I think if we don't change, if we don't recognize that the entire system was designed for a century we don't live in anymore, and we're still perpetuating it, as long as we keep that thing going, which I think, all of that's falling apart. I mean, the old is starting to pass away.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, no, it's look.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, all you have to do is look at, our country is being run by centenarians. That's a problem.
Yeah.
It just is. That's not ageism. Like, look, if you're having to be rolled in on a wheelchair and told how to vote by your staff because you were not with it, and then you die while you were in the Senate, I mean, that's a bit cruel and not fair to the generations that are coming behind you. That's old paradigms, old ideas, old beefs, it doesn't fit. So all of these things that can come in and do what human beings have been doing, getting paid for, and what colleges are teaching you how to do. Yes, absolutely. If we don't change, sure, you're definitely fucked.
Yeah.
But humans are resilient, man. We'll find our way through it. I do think that, where we need to put our time and energy, though, is on teaching kids how to solve problems by focusing on what the end goal objective is of that problem, and then letting them get creative and use tools to get there.
Yeah.
Right? What he was just doing was creative problem solving. Hey, I don't know how to code. Write me the code for this. Great. Boom. It does it. Hey, I haven't coded since basic. Can you tell me where to begin? Sure. Here it is. He just basically, that's critical thinking.
Yeah.
That's going through the steps in your mind.
So it doesn't matter what you're studying, really, as long as you're using that critical thinking.
For sure.
Yeah, all that shit.
Well, there's that whole philosophy in unschooling, right? I'm for this. My wife, not so much. Yeah, maybe a little bit. The idea of unschooling is really, you find something that the kid's already interested in. Mm-hmm. So you solve one of the biggest problems in the world when it comes to education, which is keeping their attention. You find something they actually care about and what they're interested in, which means that they're going to be focused on it. And then you start applying the different subjects to that thing. Mm-hmm. You find ways for them to learn that way. So YouTube is great for this. I've learned so much from YouTube. There's the step-by-steps, the how-tos to do all that stuff. But it's like, look, I can learn how to solve a problem or learn how to, fix something, whatever it might be, by going to a video. I'm going to learn because I have interest or the need has arisen so that I have to learn how to do this. Mm-hmm. I'm learning. I'm constantly learning. Why do we not do the same thing for kids? Well, because they need to have this, they need to have that so that they're college. Oh, hold on a second. All of it's for college prep. Yeah, so let's talk about that. As long as we keep buying the idea that the way, the American dream requires a college education, which it doesn't, as long as we keep pushing that narrative.
Yeah.
But old systems are really hard to change. It usually takes a catastrophic failure or some crisis for those things to change.
Right. Which debt could do.
Certainly could. Yeah.
Well, AI can change it, right? Because when the whole Harvard professor thing comes out and it said AI taught physics faster and the students were more engaged and they learned it better, to say the AI tutor is the unlock, which is probably because you can ask it the question. If the basic one is math, I don't understand this, and especially at a young age, you're talking about averages, but do you like basketball?
Yeah.
So we can talk about how does Michael Jordan average 32 points a game? And how did he get to that point if he scored 40? You know what I mean? And then they can explain it to you in a very basic level to be like,
that's the key.
Yeah.
Is that, professors, because they are incentivized not to write for the public, they're incentivized to write for peer-reviewed journals. They write in academic speak. Academic speak is, it had its purpose. And if you're still talking about academic journals, it still has that purpose. It's just a language. It's a way of communicating, right? But to learn that whole language, it's a very, to find a good professor who knows how to communicate is gold, right? Who can sit there and say, look, I'm going to make this concept simple for you. Those are the professors that just crush it. They're few and far between. Most of them will have 120 slides for a 30-minute presentation, and they're just reading off the fucking slide. You're bored before they start.
Yeah.
Right? So back that up a little bit and go, okay, here's the information I need to know because the end goal objective is that I pass this test or regurgitation of information, which again becomes irrelevant in the world of AI. But let's just say I'm already in college. I've already gone down this road, no turning back. So I'm there. Well, now the AI can say, if I can record this, have it as a transcript or whatever from the talk that the professor gave, dump it into AI and say, hey, can you synthesize this and communicate it to me as though I'm a sixth grader? What are the most important concepts for me to get so that I can ace this test? It can do that.
Yeah.
That's not hypothetical. So to me, that's the way that, as long as AI is going to help you crush it if you know how to focus on the end goal. Say, I wonder how this might be able to help me get there. What information do I need to have? What step do I need to actually complete to get there?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have inside of Perplexity, I built so you got spaces. So you're kind of building these, your own agents that are tasked to do one thing. Now, an agent typically goes out and pulls things in, but so through Perplexity, it's researching the internet. And this is my intelligence and research agent. And I'll pull this one up for you. You'll get a kick out of this. I'll read to you. So in this, I do need my glasses. Oh my God, I'm going blind. Probably from all the blue light. Yeah. So in this space here, you can assign, so it's my intelligence and research space. In the instructions, I'll tell you what I did here. You got a description you can put in there. So the description is an assistant who gathers intel and research on any subject or person from available resources. It is the instructions. You're an expert in gathering intelligence and information on individuals and organizations. You excel at synthesizing large amounts of available data on your subject and summarizing only the most important and relevant information. You're excellent at framing what is most valuable and important to the subject you're researching, especially when they are my prospective buyers or existing clients, right? So you want to better understand, hey, what's their sentiment? This is what LinkedIn Sales Navigator is supposed to help you do.
Oh, jeez.
You're great at giving me relevant intel, so I'm more familiar with this person or company, their background, and what motivates them to action. You're clear and direct in your summaries, and you always provide additional suggestions and an explanation of why you believe, this is interesting. This is not the most updated version of that. This happens in Perplexity sometimes. You'll update something, you go back and go, wait, no, I changed that. Hold on here. Here's the updated one. Okay. Yeah, I said you excel at synthesizing large amounts of available data on your subject and summarizing only the most important and relevant information. You're excellent at framing what is most valuable and important to the subjects you're researching. You always provide a brief on what the key, and this is important, things like always and never. Always provide a brief on what key motivating factors are for the subjects you're gathering intel on. You're great at giving me relevant intel, so I'm more familiar with this person or company, their background, and what motivates them to action. You are clear and direct in your summaries, and you always provide additional suggestions and an explanation of why you believe it's important for me to have this. You never make up information or cite non-existent sources, which has happened in the past. You are always clear if the intel you gather is questionable or if you do not have access to verify the information needed. That is my intel and research, right? So everything that I create within that space defaults to that person. So that's what it becomes, right?
Yeah.
And so, I just said, I just want to do a threat assessment for 2025. And I just asked, I said, look, for this output, we're focused on the domestic United States. There have been several reports across different social media channels from former special forces and intel officers warning of high likelihood of a terrorist attack on U.S. soil. I'd like you to gather intel on these assessments and focus mostly on official documents and publicly available data that either reinforces or contradicts the assertion that the domestic United States is vulnerable to a terrorist attack in 2025. If the threat is valid, I want you to tell me what kind of attacks we are at highest risk for and where. Remember to cite your sources. Boom. Now it starts to lay it out, cites the sources, tells me what the highest threats are. At least it's being put out there, right? Then I brought something about the whole UAP stuff because that's my thing, Yeah, so then what I'm able to do in a very short amount of time, because I know how to ask the right questions, what information do I need? That I'm able to create an entire draft brief of threat assessments on available information that's out there, and then turn around and say, hey, for the common citizen, how would you recommend people prepare for in the event, so you can have all that stuff put together, and that becomes very valuable for somebody.
Yeah.
But in order to create that, you have to know how to think about it. So the goal...
You know how to write, how to read it.
Well, for this here, yeah. Obviously you need to know how to write and read, but, since I told that...
I'm talking about at a more critical level, not just like...
Yeah, well, even this, and what I told it would do is it would get all this information, but it would put it into very clear and concise summaries, easy to understand, what's most important. And then I give it very clear instructions. Here's what I need. So in order to find information, you need to know how to ask good questions. That's when AI can really crush it for you. So to me, that's where this really works out well. If I'm like, hey, I need to know, what are we at risk for in anything, then I've got a space. If it's like for intelligence and research, again, it's only pulling from available resources. It's not like I'm getting access to like classified documents or anything like that. But it still gives you something to work with. And that's the key. It's not the end all be all. It's a starting point. Like, all right, great. Now I'm 20 steps ahead of where I would have been had I been just trying to do this on my own. Because God knows you go to Google and research that, you're going to get 50 sponsored ads that have nothing to fucking do with your actual topic. It's going to take you down a rabbit hole that you didn't want to go down. And you're like, geez, I'm further behind than I was when I started.
Yeah. Hours into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cesspool. That gives me what I want.
Yeah. That's good, dude.
I feel like we just got started.
We did.
Finally got ramped up. Probably cut out the first 30 minutes of this conversation.
Yeah. Or just keep it all.
Why not?
Yeah.
I guess we'll leave that up to Julian.
Yeah. That's it, buddy.
Our presence is in his hands.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
This is good.
It's good for
I
me.
think it's good.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think we should call it quits.
Let's do it. Once a week.
I love it. Go ahead, you can say it.
Just say it.
Say it back.
Can't say it.
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't mean
I'd
it.
be last.
That's
I'll
right.
say see you later.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you.